We are now.
No, we're live for real.
No, we are live now. See?
I need that over here. I mean,
Alright. Sorry, chat. I messed up.
take
Jamie
away-
wants the chat
take
over
away the
here.
Discord. We don't need the Discord.
And then he wants... Okay, so I want Discord
you
over
can have
here. And then the blueprints go
what
over
about
over
the
there.
Steam chat? Because we are on sale right now, so we might have a few viewers on Steam, right?
Oh! Did you
didn't
guys
think
know
about
that
did
we're
you're
on
not-
sale?
Are you on stabilizing, by the way?
No, I switched.
You're on default?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually have 4 viewers
Nice,
on Steam. What's up, Steam viewers? There we are. And there we go.
There is a pretty big leak in the
There's
background,
an extreme leak. Extreme leaks. The shirts. The shirts out.
Wow, the lag on
This one is
very laggy.
yeah, no, it's just a giant delay. Do you want?
No, that would. If
do
that
you
was
want this
Mixer,
on top
if that
of
was
it?
Mixer, that would be direct.
Do you want this on top of it?
Always. Sale confirmed.
So like
Oh, Dino saw it. Dino. Good eyesight there, Dino.
this. Nice.
Oh, okay, make saw it as well.
Okay, all right. It's not a competition.
That's actually less
These
players
shirts
than we had
available in stores soon. $19.99.
Soon.
Soon.
Soon TM.
Soon. TM. Can confirm. Let's go.
Please don't crush my legs.
Like you don't have legs.
I need my little legs.
You don't need legs because actually people have started really building some awesome bipedal walkers. So you can just, use
Oh,
those.
Raphael is here as well. It's been
What's
a while.
up, man? It is a steal. Thanks, Peter. Raphael back from that. I like it. Did you get my submission? I'm afraid it came in too late. And it's like, boy, I think you posted it
Seems
after
like
1
you're being a
p.m.
little bit
So,
harsh, man.
we gotta prepare the stream beforehand. I can't just get stuff in the last minute and then also have time to set up the stream. Remember, there's a 1 p.m. deadline. It's a whole hour before we start.
Some weeks we do accept late entries, but this week we got a
We
lot of entries.
so many
this week.
entries, and we should actually just start now because I have like 2 things I want to show that are not entries, and then we have a whole bunch of entries that are going to be magnificently difficult for me because I'm a bad player, and also because some of them are not really vehicles, but I still gotta do them justice.
Wow, chat is too fast. There was some guy who was here for the first time. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
I hope so too. Let's switch over to our game view so you don't have to put up with our huge faces.
We are probably never going to add a 1x1. I mean, we already did. It's the tubes, right?
Some tubes
Yeah,
are
some
1x1, but if you mean a 1x1 block, that's a decision to not have added that, both as a design challenge and because using too many 1x1s will significantly slow down the game compared to using larger blocks.
Are you also on the Discord? Who plays the Fool? And if so, what is your name on Discord? Because it gets confusing when people have different names.
Agreed. What I wanted to see beforehand was I'm number 1 sent me
We have a lot of new names in chat today, actually.
as and this is supposed to be Hutless UI for a first-person experience for a plane, which I thought was pretty cool. Except I don't know the controls then. So E.
That's true, Fox. Stiddy did promise a 1x1 block if we get 10k retweets, but he never made the tweet, so blame Stiddy.
Yikes.
Right?
Yeah, probably. So Jamie, as you can see here, the HUD sort of shows how fast maybe, or maybe the altitude and the and your speed.
Oh, so it's kind of like a heads-up display.
Like a heads-up display, but not the one that not this one.
Yeah, not this one.
So that's what I'm number 1 has been working on apparently these days. I think that's
M&S wants
pretty
you,
neat. You can find
wants
it
you
on
to go to the
Discord.
boat.
To the
Go
boat.
to the boat.
To the boat. Who's that?
Raphael, if you're back playing the game in the summer, that's a good time to jump back in. There should be some good new content for you by then, right?
Oh yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later. We are working hard on it right now. I want to show you one more thing, Jamie. Have you seen this thing?
Is
Have you
this
seen this?
is this for the challenge?
No.
Oh, okay.
This abomination has so much lift that it does this. What do you think, Peter?
I think it's
ridiculous, right?
It's gross.
It's a gross misuse of airplane wings to have this without just stand still in the air without gimbals.
One of our programmers in the chat. What?
What? Yeah. If you I saw someone, if you can actually
It feels like how far is there between each of the...
I mean, let's okay. So look at this, right? You go like this, Peter, and then it's supposed to be somewhat stable once it's airborne, right? And once it's here, you can actually.
This is gross.
So we jump out.
It is actually fully steady proof.
It's extremely a steady proof plane.
There's a bug with the wing.
There's a what?
It looks like there's
You're a bug with a wing, Peter.
Ah, so you've ruined it now. Peter's gonna fix it.
Peter's gonna fix it. Sorry, never should have showed it on stream. Yikes. Big yikes. Alright, this bad boy will eventually fall because of the angle of the wings, I assume. Miguel wants tiers on rally mode, so like leaks, like we have in on Race Island. There's plenty of leaks on Race Island if that's what you're into. We wanted to not have them on rally. That's very much intentional to give it more limitations.
There's a lot of new names in the chat.
There are so many new people. I love it. Right, but regular scheduled programming for the stream, Jamie, is the weekly challenge. And this week we had a weekly theme where that was a little bit convoluted. We asked you guys. Yeah, you didn't get it, but apparently people did because there are 35 entries, which is more than like the Alien challenge, I think.
Hi again, Mitch. Good to see you back.
So we asked you guys to build a framework in a way that other people could use to expand upon them and then build their own stuff. So we want to check out your frameworks, pick a winner, and the winning entry will be the blueprint that you guys use for next week's challenge. So yeah, we kind of already spoiled what the next weekly challenge is, but we haven't spoiled the winner, obviously, because you haven't seen any of them. Let's get to it.
No, Alien didn't have so many entries. I had a lot, but not 40.
That many.
Not 40.
Also because we did it was a Wednesday stream.
That's true.
So you only had 5 days to make it. Anyway.
Yeah, construction had a lot of entries. Was it the second time we did construction? That was a big stream. That was a long stream.
All right. First entry of the day is Sangara's a cat walker framework. Steady proof WAD.
This looks really cool. Like just the way it is now.
It's a walker that you are supposed to sort of. I guess you can really customize this to be any kind of walker, right?
I might even have a play with this, to be honest.
And it auto walks, by the way, hands free, even more steady proof. Looks good and very simple, right? 28 blocks only to have a walking 4-legged walker.
Like a stripped down version of one of the walkers that we got in the walker challenge.
Yeah, maybe, it might be,
but that's fine.
Mm?
That's what we asked for, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Definitely.
So it's gonna be pretty hard to sort of judge which one should win today, I think, because some people have submitted some very almost finished vehicles. They're like, this is the framework for a new vehicle, and I think that kind of limits what people will build with that.
But are people allowed to take away parts and then like build around it, or
yes,
just thinking about these jets, for example?
I'm not gonna make any hard rules on that. I just think that we should judge next week's entries based on how well they adapt the framework.
Okay.
So, but this one obviously is I think Sangara nails the theme here. Make something really simple that you can use to build all sorts of stuff.
Hugo, I don't think we have a snowy area in the exploration right now.
No.
I don't think. Not that I've seen.
Can we
anyway.
talk about what biomes we have in the?
I mean, we probably can.
We probably can because it's kind of set in stone, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead, Jamie.
I don't know all the biomes.
You don't know them? You've been
We have
playing
like a
it.
jungle area. We have a beach area, kind of desert, I guess. There's a lot of foresty kind of areas or jungle areas. Volcano area, and then of course there's things underwater as well. And of course you can go inside the volcano. Of course.
Spoilers. Yeah.
I think if we do a snowy biome, we kind of want it to be its own thing, right? Like with all the new blocks that go with that, like skis, for example. But that's not in this update.
It's not. But probably that's a good idea for a winter update, though. Next
Winter update confirmed.
Winter update. Maybe we'll see. Okay, so we got 4 Xbox entries in a row here, Jamie. The first one is by X Rooster.
Oh, this looks good, actually.
I'm just gonna plop this down. It doesn't have
says-
wheels, but it also actually
Where's the
does not
seat?
have a seat.
Oh, it doesn't.
So
have-
you're
okay.
supposed to put that in
Yeah,
yourself.
put it in yourself.
Doesn't have a wheel except the spare wheel here, but it does look great. This is the kind of where I feel the challenge might be limited too much because so much of it is done, right? I don't know about you, but do you think there's a lot of possibilities to build different stuff with this framework?
I mean,
It looks good,
Yeah,
right?
it
But
looks
it's
good,
but it's almost done. It's only
Just
missing
stick some wheels and a
seat
seat on it,
and
right?
wheels. But I might be wrong. People might be able to build something crazy just using this framework. That was
yeah.
by,
Mitch
X Rooster.
on Facebook says it's a body, not a frame. I agree.
But thanks to X Rooster for his submission. Here is another one by Trashin44. And
It's basically an F1 car, right?
it's basically an F1 car. I do believe that, I mean, what I was imagining with the
You don't
framework
have those
was...
blocks?
Apparently not. I feel like I had them.
Definitely. You definitely didn't have them, obviously. They're from the winter update, so maybe you didn't get them.
Maybe. I mean, even if you remove this, I guess you could sort of call this like a chassis or something and
Yeah.
say that it would be a template.
It's
So
a good.
that's,
It's a good.
It is a
good
good
base for an
Formula
F1 car.
One, yeah, that was by Trashin44.
Hugo, I think the plan is to like in the future have more helmets, so you can like pick and choose what you want, rather than them be based by seat. Because it would be a bit weird if you jumped in a different seat and then all of a sudden your character has a different helmet on him. So it's probably going to be player choice, like down the line.
Yeah, you're right, Mitch. Just the basics. Here we go. This is made by TNS Racing. He also submitted something last
Okay,
week. I remember that.
I can see the framework
This
for,
is more.
for this one, right?
I get that.
I get that. Like this is the finished thing.
Uh-huh.
This is the what you could build with it.
So yeah, he wanted to attach both. The wheels kind of sink in when you use
Detaches.
detachers, but
Oh, Peter's
that doesn't
taking
matter.
notes.
Will this? Do you guys feel like this will give enough opportunity to make something, you know,
I like it.
different? I like it too.
I like it.
Mhm.
It's only the seats and the frame there as well, right? There's no engines or wheels or
Mhm.
anything like that. I like it.
And this is what TNS Racing has built with it, and it's not made for keyboard. So the W and S, W forward, it just nosedives as soon as you go.
Chinese helmet confirmed.
Maybe,
For sure.
Maybe we'll
For
see.
sure.
We'll see. 1x1 bearing block, be a good addition. Don't know. Don't think it's in the works, but it would be
It's
nice.
definitely not in the works, but it's on our radar. We know a lot of people want a smaller,
It's on the
smaller
Trello.
rotating piece.
Yeah. So this is the frame by TNS Racing. Oh, eat it. Now this here's
what?
someone who
It's definitely a frame.
really went down to the basics, huh? It's a frame, and I'm sure you can use it for a lot of stuff. Like, I guess, sort of, just, you know,
You guys said you wanted to see steady build.
here we are, the best car ever made.
What about the steering hinges, Steady?
Don't need it. Just seat tilt. It won't go anywhere. It's broken.
Pro tip, Steady, you can rotate the box.
How? What button is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll just put a helmet in the game for every country, right? Every nationality.
Yikes.
So yeah, Dutch helmet confirmed.
So that's what Rhino12 suggested in this challenge for a framework. I don't know about you guys. It seems simple.
A bit basic for my taste.
A little bit basic.
I would like a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Australia is not included down. It's
No,
not a real
not.
country.
Not a real country. Haven't been there. Not sure it exists. Could just be a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy.
Right.
That's why they say it's so
Not so.
dangerous.
We're just
No
trying to
one wants
keep
go
you
there.
away. Yeah. This one is by Tater Chips. Not a name
Tater
I've
Chips.
Tater Chips.
Is this
Not a name
another
I've seen
Xbox one?
before.
Or
No,
no?
This is a PC one. He calls it a Rocket League framework.
I kind of like it, but I'm not sure how you're meant to build around it, right?
It's
like really
let's go to
compact.
the arena here. It's very compact and it has a lot of parts. I use best to use all of them. So let's see. This is S and W. Sort of does this to flip the ball, I guess, and Control and Shift to go back and forth. Alpha 1 to do the little jump. So you do this. So yeah, it's a short sort of a Rocket League thing going on. Not the most stable car, but I guess that's why you're meant to
Hugo, it doesn't mean that
adjust it.
you'll never see creatures on the land. It just means that right now it's hard for us to do creatures on land. But in the future, maybe. We want to do more creatures and stuff like that in the world, I think. Because we know you guys want it.
Rocket League framework.
It's a good one.
Yeah. That was from Tater Chips. Check out this one, Jamie.
What is this?
It is glider wings.
Does this thing actually work?
Yeah, because you do this, and it's
Oh, okay.
right. So you're supposed to actually you're supposed to sort of, I guess, remove this and then put on, say, a cockpit seat, right? Doesn't work, of course, because obvious reasons. Maybe an armored seat. And then, if you'd built a proper plane, it would work. He calls it glider wings.
Well, I mean, it's a framework.
It is a
right?
framework.
So it doesn't have to work.
No.
I mean, you got to build around it, right, and make it work.
But I think
If you
it
like,
fits. I think it fits the challenge
Yeah.
perfectly, right? Because you can attach this to a lot of things. You need to do this if you want.
yeah, exactly. Bolt it to a car, stick it on top of a car.
Just build it to your favorite car, to your favorite middle. What's it called?
So Fox, for example, can just take one of his Batmobiles and stick it on top.
Just put it on top, and it's just to be say insanely compromised can take his
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
One of his
stuff.
many Twisted Metal creations.
So yeah, I can see.
Stick it on the F1 car.
I can
Do we
see
have
this
time
work.
to do that? Stick it on the F1 car.
So like this.
Oh no, you don't have those. Yeah, delete
doesn't
those.
matter.
Delete them.
Yeet. So you take this, and then
It's done. It's perfect.
boom, there you are.
That's fine.
And
If we were on the
it
ship, you would be
works.
fine right now, right?
I think so. Made it.
You meant to do that, right?
Made to do it.
Through the gap.
Yikes. So I think that's actually a good entry by Tails Gamer, the glider wings, that is.
That was also a good demonstration of what you wanted for the challenge, right?
This
Like
is
taking
exactly
another
what I
piece and
wanted.
sticking it on, just like Lego.
Hopefully, the winning entry next week will be something completely surprising. So if this Tails Gamers Glider Wings wins, you'll sort of surprise us with what you can build with it.
Hashtag Steady built a plane.
Steady built a plane. Can you? I mean, people say I'm not good at the game. Come on. Soul Reaper. I'm just taking
This
out
is basically
this
finished,
because
right?
it's basically finished, but this is not his entry.
Okay.
This is what he suggested. This is his. I built this with my entry.
I like the engine.
Entry.
The engine was
Because
really
this
good.
is his entry.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I guess you can sort of see how it works.
Can you jump in the seat?
It's a car frame that you can use for a muscle car, or I mean,
This looks good.
pretty much anything. Is Soul Reaper? I don't think Soul Reaper is in
No,
chat.
he's
Oh,
here.
he's in
yeah.
chat. So if he has anything to say about it, then I mean, now would be a great time.
Speak now.
There's a lot of I see a few. What is that? Sensors in the middle, a logic or something, and the engine obviously a custom made one with some pipes and a raw jet,
Stick the
a raw engine.
Stick the wings on it.
Stick the wings on anything. Change the suspension. How? Change the suspension? The suspension controls? See the sideways, obviously, because it can fit more stuff then. High with the pistons?
I'm confused. Does he mean like... What does he mean?
What does it mean?
Oh, I think he means like configure the pistons and then you change the value on the pistons. So if you click on the piston...
Soul Reaper. So I'm supposed to make these sort of
Oh, these ones
attract?
here. These ones here, I think. Go here.
these?
Yeah, this one.
These?
Yeah. So then you change this. I guess is what he means. Right?
Like this?
I think that's what he means. I don't know. See? Then you got different suspension.
It didn't work on all of them, did it?
Yeah, but it also changes the frame size, right?
What?
So if you change the start position on the pistons, then the frame size is going to be different depending on what you set the value to, right? I like this one. This is super cool, I think.
That is cool.
Has he won before?
Soul Reaper?
Yeah.
I can't imagine he hasn't. Of course.
This is a really good entry.
Mm.
Soul Reaper, he understood the challenge.
I think so. Do you think people will be able to build a lot of fun stuff with this?
It's a little complex, right? For
But,
the people that aren't
that's
veteran
okay.
builders.
I think that's okay. That is complex.
Mitch agrees. He thinks it's the best yet.
Good. It seems Chad likes it. And since I'm just a dum-dum, then I'll take Chad's word for it. If you can build this with it, I mean, you're sort of... That's a sign. That's a approval right there. Anyway, let's move on. A good one.
And he says he'll help people who need a hand with it.
Oh,
so,
you're gonna have a busy week ahead of you, man. Oh no.
Oh, is it? This is the weapon one, right?
This is from someone suddenly. The Trailmakers War Set. This is the one where people.
This is the one that's close to complexity on it, right?
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. It's like, it's
You just build a ship and stick it on top of the ship, right? And you've
yeah,
got a
but
battleship.
it's a lot of different stuff. So let's check out the first one activated with 1. I don't know which
I like
one
the
it
radar.
is.
The radar's super cool.
I'm just gonna press 1. Nothing happens. All right. And 2.
Steady proof.
3, 4, 5,
That's
6.
the game.
Space.
Space just
Okay.
fires all of them.
There it is. Maybe it's like I activated all of them with and then space. That's cool. Let's try that from the top. I was right. 1.
Numpad.
Numpad. That doesn't matter. Does it?
Did it not just work? I don't know.
This is why I wanted this.
Yeah, but
to run.
you have that on your side.
Okay, so do you want it on your side? But you have chat there.
No, I don't want it on my side. This is the
From
chat side.
someone suddenly in blueprints. Jesus, this is why, Jamie. Trailmakers War Machine said 7 kind of different weapon modules with cleanly marked customized keys.
He never said they worked.
Important tips. Every module has an activation key set by white logic gate. Click to turn off the module. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Press A and D to check if all the hinges and servo works properly. If nothing happens, great. If any part of the moves, change the binding key of the hinge and servos or none. Do not save any part of the blueprint without pilot seat, right? So the vertically launched missile, that was the one you fired. That's the activation key 1. Never worry about its trajectory. It rises up vertical, turns twice, and strikes your enemies from above. It's beautiful, James. The rocket, there's a rocket on 2. Sure.
It's embarrassing.
2.
I'm sorry that you had to see that, Fox. It's never nice to see your parents argue. I know. It's not great.
Are we arguing?
Yeah, we were arguing.
Oh. I never noticed because we do it all the time. That's the rocket. There it goes. So that was number 1. I guess this is number. This is one number 1. The other one was number 2.
And he was never seen again.
Never seen from again. Oh no, that's a little too close to comfort. Number 3 is this one. You can tell that it's activated because it lights up. See?
Oh yeah.
Number 4 is this one. Fast battery.
Is that also spin?
It just seems very violent in here. Just a lot going on. 5 is this thing. That's not it.
The rocket is it's going to the secret space level, Mitch.
6 is this thing.
What's that one? It's like a torpedo or something. I'm guessing because it has the underwater propeller, right? So I'm guessing it's the underwater one.
Maybe, probably. Yeah. You can read all the instructions if this is your winner on our Discord. Exclamation mark Discord.
It's a good entry. I like it. You can like take off the parts, right, and just place them on whatever it is you're
Would you
building.
still consider this one entry or several?
It's borderline, right?
It's borderline.
I mean, it's one blueprint, so.
It is.
But then, like, if this was to win,
Which
do
one
they have to use every
all
single
of them?
part?
Yeah.
Because that's not going to leave you with much room to build your own thing around that, right? Because this is probably pretty close to complexity, I guess.
I think it is. Anyway, actually, not a bad entry at all. I love this bar down here. What do you do? Eldens?
What?
How do you get rid of the black bar?
Alternator. Alternator again.
Awesome.
You don't know how to do.
I asked you, and then you're like, huh?
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Alright.
As
That was
always the case.
someone suddenly Trailmakers War set. We got this next one is
Was that the rule?
What?
Marty Simon says there was a 200 block limit.
I
'Cause
guess
that was a little bit above 200.
There was, but you could argue that any of them.
Maybe was Soul Reapers above 200?
The reason for the block limit was that so you had enough.
It wasn't
room
a hard. It wasn't
to-
a hard rule, right?
No, it was so to give you guys enough room to build something around it. And I guess with this century, you just pick one of them and put it on.
This looks good.
This is by Shocked Pumpkin. This is a truck chassis. It fits the build, you know. It's
Perfect, doesn't it? It's ready.
It's ready.
I would say this is ready.
Yeah. Has some functionalities, some hidden functionalities. I can tell. J and U for this thing. And Q and T is what you are, Jamie. Get it?
Yes, I get it, Emil.
Nice. Do you see what it does?
My girlfriend might be watching.
Oh, sorry. Look at this.
This is a good entry.
Fuck.
Right?
Apologies
Pretty cool.
if anyone heard that swearing then.
It's not good. You
Gonna
can't-
lose our Twitch partnership.
Just gonna use, and all the kids gotta log off now because someone.
Are you?
They just not allowed to be racist. They're not allowed
Well, they
I
need
can't
to.
do
They
that.
need to
That
do a better
sounds
job
like
with
that's a
number
regular
1.
Friday. Okay.
See, look at everyone now. I
So
heard the F
everyone's
word.
like, F word, man. I can't. I'm unsubbing now.
This is a good one.
Yep.
I like it.
Me too.
A lot of room to build on it.
Hmm. Some nice details too. This is from Shock Pumpkin. Thanks for your entry. Next up, we have Sebastian. Sebastian sent me this, and then he said, actually, the framework is the blue parts. The red.
Okay, so he color-coded it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The red parts are what he added, and you could add whatever you want and make a jet with it. So his is a jet framework.
That's
And as we know, Sebastian is good at building, so stuff works, right?
He's not good at flying though.
What do you mean? I wasn't flying, I was driving.
Mitch,
This is flying.
That's a good point. Somebody could build the truck from Terminator, and then they can recreate the chase scene in Trailmakers.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I took off the landing gear, retracted itself, and let's see if, landing gear pops out once you reach the ground. So that's of course part of the framework, an automatic landing gear. So for anyone who has trouble making that, like me, you can just use this framework. Let's see what it looks like when you take away the red blocks, as Sebastian intended for a jet framework.
That's a good spot, Hugo. Yeah, the magnet block is coming in the next update. But rope, we don't have plans to add rope just yet, right?
Rope physics are hard.
Yeah, rope physics are hard and expensive.
Yeah.
So
It's like cloth physics, but worse.
yeah.
I know a lot about that kind of stuff, huh? I'm very big-
No
very big
plans
brain.
for rope just yet, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna get to play with a magnet block pretty soon, and they're a lot of fun.
Can confirm.
They're a lot of fun.
Can confirm.
Really excited to see what you guys can make with them.
Hell yeah, magnets.
How do they work?
How do they work? That was Sebastian's jet framework, which I think is really cool. If we want to have a jet challenge next week, this is probably the one of the good ones to vote for. Next up, we got Psycho. He made a very basic frame here, and this is landing
What?
gear.
Oh, so he
gear.
just made the.
He just
okay.
made landing gear, right?
Yeah.
So this is his framework is everyone gets landing gear for their vehicles next week. Built by Psycho, developed by Psycho.
What are we gonna call the
Pretty
update?
neat.
Are we gonna call it the magnet update? The magnetic update? Exploration update? The salvage update?
Make Trailmakers great again?
No, let's not go there.
No?
Let's not use that. Make exploration great.
Yeah,
Expedition 2.0.
Expedition 2. So much new content. Let's watch that once, a couple times more. This is by Psycho. So if you want next week's challenge to be all about landing gear,
The positive update.
it's a good one.
Did you get it? Positive because magnets.
I'll be the negative. Okay, Power Transistor posted 4 different blueprints.
The Magnificent update. That's a good name. That's a good name. Can we use that?
Can we use that,
Can we-
Mitch?
can we
Can we
use
get
that,
that? Can we take that? This is a first-person drive vehicle seat with a steering wheel and
And a speedometer, right?
a speedometer.
Speedometer. Speedometer.
Speedometer.
Speedometer.
Speedometer
Speedometer.
that you're supposed to put on a car. So let's take, I don't know, how about this? And then,
Will the old
No,
Expedition
actually-
come back as an event at the anniversary of the game? Nah, probably not.
no.
It's on a previous branch on Steam if you really want to go back and play it. But we're pretty sure after you play Exploration that you're not gonna want to go back and play it. So
Oops. Jamie, do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing, Jamie?
you're putting the worst possible wheels on this car.
Yes. So this
coulda used the
still
sun wheel.
this is Power Transistor's entry.
That
it's
actually works really well.
I mean, first
Okay,
person.
that one. That one.
It's actually better as top of
Top of the head, yeah.
top of seat camera. So, and then you have this.
That actually works really well.
Of course it does. I built it.
The wheel choice.
He does have
Go-kart wheels.
4 different versions of this as one entry, which is just a wider version of it and sort of a flip up, flip down version. I don't know, but I thought the idea is kind of the same. It's steering wheel for first person and speedometer.
I like this. This is cool.
Although, I mean, it maxes out pretty quickly at,
Well,
at 90.
It's an old time car, right?
It is an old.
So-
It's an old time car. Stayed on an F1 car challenge. Yeah. It's not my prettiest work, but
We're definitely gonna need some early testers for the exploration for sure. Not quite yet, but soon.
can I be the tester?
Yeah, you can be a tester.
Yes.
If any of you would be willing to to like record yourself the first time, that sounded wrong. Like if you would record yourself as if you were streaming, and send us that video of you playing exploration for the first time and talking about what you're thinking and doing. That would increase your chances of.
That's like a permanent spot on.
Yeah,
on
that
the
would
test
increase your
team.
chances of testing the exploration update earlier, for sure. Right?
Good call. Good call. This is a .NET framework.
No, we're not
So
talking
all
about
the-
we're not
all
talking
the
about streaming. Like
programmers
a
and
video that you
live.
send to only us.
Get it? .NET framework. Get out of here with your meme entries.
Exploration update. Hopefully not the exploration update. That would be a terrible update.
What Jamie means is you record yourself
Yeah,
while playing it,
as if you were streaming.
as if you're streaming,
So you're speaking to the camera and
Like
saying
Scrapman
what
does.
you're thinking, and so we know.
like a YouTuber.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Because then we can watch it and be like, okay, this is what he's thinking.
As long as you narrate what you
Yeah.
think, so we know. Oh, he doesn't get this thing that we thought was obvious, so we gotta improve it. Would be really helpful. How do you submit off of Xbox? Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Do you mean for the challenge, Mitch? Or
We don't have beta testing on Xbox anyway.
no, not yet.
Mm.
It's a possibility once we come out of the game preview, I think.
Okay.
But I don't think they.
No, I
You can
don't
do
think
that
they do
at
for
least when you're in
preview.
game preview.
Mm. Haven't seen that at least. This is by returning player Nox Draconum,
Oh, he
who
made
was
an
very active when the game launched and before, and was actually a moderator on our Discord. He came back to play for a little bit and submitted this for the weekly challenge. It's chassis for a monster truck.
Yeah, just recording your voice would be enough. We don't need your webcam. Right?
Mm,
We don't need to see your face.
No. As long as you're good at sort of stream of consciousness,
Yeah.
telling us what you think.
Writing
Subman.
review isn't quite the same, Hugo. We kind of want to like a playtest experience, right?
Mm.
Where it's like we want to hear your thoughts, like the first time you're playing the game, kind of thing, like as you're playing it.
Every time we have a new update coming out and one of the major ones, we sort of look for people in Copenhagen to come in to the office and play the game for the first time, so we can stand behind the show and see how they sort of play it and talk to them. Meanwhile, it's that kind of experience we're trying to replicate online on the interwebs.
Because then we can get more people to do it
Hopefully.
in their own time,
Mm.
and we can continue working on the game instead of needing to spend time
Mm.
watching someone play the game.
Exactly. Nox Draconum's chassis for a monster truck. Looks great. Classic Nox colors, black and purple.
So if you wanted to do it with your webcam, then that's fine.
For sure. Narrow Samuel made this. He calls it a 6x6 frame. Would you be able to build a lot of different stuff with this? It's fast. It's packing some pretty sick Dragon engines.
Yeah, Hugo, like Stiddy just said, whenever a new update comes out, we tend to make a post on Facebook or something like that, asking for people to come by and play the game for an hour or so, and then we just watch them and take notes.
Can't build a lot on it. It would be a very micro build-ish
Would be a
week.
tiny build, right? You can make a little tank from it, right? Almost.
Yeah.
Tank.
Or you could just build something really big around it and add more wheels, I guess, but then why use this frame at all? But still, Narrow Samuel, thanks for your entry.
Mitch, you just upload your entry to the gallery with the hashtag for the challenge that week, which you can find on Discord. Or Emil also says it at the end of. No, you don't actually, do you?
I might. Sure, I can do that.
But yeah, you upload it to the gallery, and then we get it that way.
Jamie,
What is
this is Burst's test bed. Gotta explain this to me in chat, Burst. He it's got buttons and colors and a couple of arrows.
Okay, yeah,
Which is cool.
Kit for
3D vector maneuver aircraft. I know
So
some
I
of
think
those words.
the arrows are probably going to point the direction the jets are going to go. I
Okay.
assume, right? Or no?
See, this is
I'm
this is A and D, and this is S and W, and space. Yeah, and Q and E is the two different jets, and then alpha 1 to turn them on, alpha 2 to turn them on, a down arrow, an up arrow. See?
Yeah,
So
you put it on a plane, right?
you put this on a plane. Yeah, I think the feat here is the logic behind it. It's color coded, so I think that you take sort of the logic blocks that fits the colors.
Fox is just saying, put it on the F1 car.
He's
So
just
it's
saying
pretty
that's
much everything.
Thank you, helps a lot. So needs to be on the carrier. Now it's on the carrier. What do I do now? Test bed.
I'm so confused.
I mean, you're supposed to be the smart one of us.
I am?
Raid the yellow thing.
Maybe you should
Oh,
go.
okay,
You should go
okay.
back downstairs, Fox.
Do you see how this is?
raise the other thing.
Do you see how this is the landing gear?
Oh yeah, and it has the.
As soon as it goes like
That's
this,
pretty
it
smart.
lands, right?
Pretty
So it's sort of like modules that you take off and put on a jet. So the yellow one is the landing gear, and the red with the
So
red
this, for
logic is for where space is both of them, and Q and E are each of them, right? So that's the logic for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get it. I get it, right? I don't think I missed anything. Smart cookie.
This time next week, you have to submit your entry using this.
Pitch, yaw, and roll controls. Would that be the arrows then? So this, like this.
It's a good entry, I think.
It is. I just hope people sort of understand. I think how to use it. I think Burst does this when he builds something new. He sort of builds the modules first and then sets them up without anything
That makes sense.
to obstruct it, and then put it on in the end. Multiple power settings. Is that so? That's what 1 and 2 is for. Gray servo should be free rotating. Oh.
Steady proof logic.
Yeah, steady proof.
Almost.
You could say that, because I don't use logic, so I just copy other people's logic, right? It's cool. I like it. Good template for some jetting around. Mix off. Build this eight-legged walker platform.
I like this.
What would you build with this, Jimmy? An AT? But that only has 4 legs.
You can make an 8-legged AT-AT.
AT. Right?
I could imagine Dino like making a dinosaur out of this,
True.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where he's gonna tell me no dinosaurs had 8 legs.
And then it has this kind of seat down here. I don't think. Maybe.
See, he would.
It's got a little steering cage down here. So that's a mix-off suggestion for next week's challenge is build 8-legged walkers with his framework right here.
But maybe in the Trailmakers universe, dinosaurs had 8 legs.
One block off the limit. Insane. Absolutely madman.
Mad lad.
Mad lad mix-off. Yeah, what else we got? Okay, so these are both by...
we even halfway yet, by the way?
What?
Are we even halfway?
Yeah,
a lot left,
we're,
right?
no, we're halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. What time is it? We're fine. We're gonna be fine. I think these are supposed to be torpedoes.
Oh, these are torpedoes, right? Yeah.
So this is sort of a frame to fire them off. I should probably put this on the water, but just so you can see it down here. And the blueprint that you would probably use would be this, I guess. But since this does not have a seat,
Yeah, but you build the seat yourself, right?
you build the seat yourself. So this
Put
would
it on
be
the
the
F1 car.
winning. This would be the entry
Put it on the
they
F1
use.
car.
Put it on the F1 car. Should we take this thing down to the water?
Yeah.
Come here.
I want to see these torpedoes.
Bet you do, you bad boy. Let's check
I'm also
out,
a bit scared this is going to crash the game.
check out my torpedoes.
It's going to take out the server, I think. You messed it up. You're gonna have to.
What?
You're gonna have to. You're not gonna make it. It's
I'm
gonna
not?
take. It's gonna take forever.
I'm almost there.
No, you're not.
I'm like almost there.
Are you even going down right now?
I think so. See?
Yeah, I guess. It's
Damn,
taking
you
a while.
don't know your own game.
It's taking a while. Look at his little feet. I love
Look at them
that
go.
animation. It's great.
So here we are. 1.
Oh no.
Bye.
Shoot works pretty well.
2. 3. So if
I
you
like it.
want torpedo shooty thingies,
I like it. That's
This
a good
is the
entry.
one.
Who made this? Marty-san.
exclamation mark Discord in chat for Discord link. Otherwise it's discord.gg/trailmakers.
Is the bot enabled? Is it turned on?
The what now?
The bot. Jamie
Of course it
bot.
is.
Automatic Jamie.
Automatic Jamie is always on, unlike you.
Så nu starter jeg her, ikke? Og så siger den, til at starte her.
Sometimes I need to turn off and have a rest.
True, true.
Forslag til tutorial.
Does it work? Tell me it
Doesn't
works.
seem like it.
Where's Automatic Jamie when you need him?
Are you sure you turned it on?
I'm sure. But I mean, the computer might have
Gone into sleep.
gone into sleep.
Smart.
Så er det så. Så hvis jeg samler
We could just say what the link is, right?
I said it. It's
Oh, you
like
did?
it's discord.gg/trailmakers. And Automatic Jamie is asleep. I'm sorry. That was Marty Summers' torpedo framework. This is by Marco99. Walk in
No, this is not
and
gonna
jump
win.
to exit.
This is not gonna win. No,
No?
no.
Det skulle den jo ikke. Det var bare sådan en irriterende.
Hey, Chrono.
I don't get it.
The idea, you know this bug, right? Or
Yeah,
feature.
you jump and then
You go in and then because it gets weird.
He's too tall.
Maybe it's the
Okay,
helmet.
there it is. There it is.
This
So
is-
what do
this
you
is not
guys
gonna win.
think? Should this be the framework?
No.
No. Should this, guys? Do you think this should be the framework?
Also, it looks like a top hat and just no.
Yeah, there should be more details on it if you want it to win. Marco99 suggests that.
Ej, jeg trækker en lang drag, det kan jeg godt se.
Sankaris just says nah. It's a nah. All right, a little boring.
It's a nah for me.
It's a nah from me. This is what Make thought that we should use for a template. It's a wheel swapping vehicle base,
I was just gonna say, it seems like it's more than what it is.
and there it is.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
So you switch between racing slicks and
So it's kind of we took out the transformation feature because we need to fix it. And
Make
Meg was just like,
us
I'm
put
just
it
gonna
back
do
in.
my
I'm
own.
gonna make my
I'm gonna
own.
do my own. I like it. It's a good entry, mate.
Right, so we got you're out here on the sand with your racing wheels, and it's horrible. So you just do this, and you're like, oh, finally,
That's really cool.
I got my grip back.
Stick it on the F1 car.
Stick it on F1. This is no creation of his. Yeah, I think
In
a
that
lot of
case-
people used some
In
stuff
that case,
that is a no
it's out.
from you.
It's
Is that?
disqualified.
It's fun because
No, I'm just kidding. It's
can-
it's good. I like this.
what do you think works best? These wheels to do the loop.
I think the racing wheels should be fine, right?
Yep. And then do this. And you're like, let's try that again. And it's much slower. So can it do the loop? This is Schrodinger's box. Can it do the loop? Both yes and no.
Depends on the wheels.
Depends on the wheels. Depends on whether or not you press E. I like it. This was a good idea, Mick, and a good
Yeah, I like it.
framework. I really like that. And remember, we don't discriminate this week. If you won before, you can win again, as long as your framework is the best. Let's take out the next one too. Kronos. He's also won before. He made a helicopter
Oh, nice.
base. Is Kronos in the chat?
He is. He just joined us like 5 minutes ago.
Oops.
Whoa, what? What happened there?
I don't know. It look at it. It's auto stabilizing, I think.
We haven't done yours yet, Dino.
Do you see that? All that? Do you see that sweet logic stuff on it with the propellers?
This is really cool because a lot of people have a hard time building helicopters, right?
And I don't even think we've had a proper helicopter challenge.
No, we haven't actually. Are you saying this is gonna win?
I'm saying it's definitely a contender, but I want to know what chat thinks.
It bends because physics. I mean, look at it. It's just a few grid things holding it together. Of course, it's gonna bend. It's a stunt helicopter.
It is a stunt helicopter. I think you can build a lot of cool helicopters with this.
Hugo says Trailmakers is too good of a game. I agree.
Wow.
I agree.
That's very nice of you.
Just wait until the next update, and then you're gonna be like,
Kronos says he made this because many people asked for a helicopter, and there you have it. This is a great helicopter framework. So if you think next week's challenge should be building a helicopter using this blueprint, then this is your winner. Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
we have so many entries. to go
No.
through.
This is by Karate Cat. It's a chassis for a bus. Uses the motorcycle wheels, right?
We bust simulator now, boys.
You love some busting. Hustling and bustling.
It looks pretty fast for
It's
a bus.
almost too fast, right? Look at
Too
that.
fast. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go
Fast.
fast.
I can see how it's a framework for a bus though. I like it.
Or you can build a lot of other stuff, but a bus
Yeah, I mean, it
would
doesn't
be-
have to be a bus, right?
Mhm.
Just gotta use the framework.
Yeah.
Woo! People screaming in their seats.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the bus from Speed.
I want to get off!
It's the Keanu Reeves bus from Speed. So yeah, this is what Karate Cat thinks should be the framework for next week.
Gotta make that 5C bus.
Mhm. I'm more of a 1A kind of guy. There we have
Oh,
it.
we got a bag as well.
Just in case says that
No bike wheels or bike seat though.
there's not even an engine on it. But
Why,
there is
why
this.
wouldn't you use the new bike seat for a bike template?
That's a good question. Maybe he thought that.
I know why he didn't.
Why?
Because it's odd width, right?
Oh,
And
and
it's
people don't
just
like it.
No, people like it. It's just it's harder to make something balanced, right? Because they don't have more odd width pieces, which we should probably fix in a future update.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. He gets it.
He gets it. Anyway, this is a framework for a motorcycle with this stabilization thing all in place. So if you think it should be a motorcycle challenge next week, just in case this has got just the bike frame for you.
I think someone on Discord suggested that we should have a framework category in the workshop. And after this challenge, I'm kind of agreeing. It would be nice, right?
Yeah.
Just to go and, like, I want to build a helicopter, but I don't know how.
There you
Just
go.
download the
Have
framework.
this and some instructions on how to make it work. This is by Insanity Compromise. It's a large V8 engine with
From Twisted Metal.
real torque.
Okay,
No, look, it's got real torque.
it also kind of looks like something from Twisted Metal, though.
Maybe.
Right? It looks good.
Look at
It's a
that.
cool looking engine. Made possible by the pipe update.
Oh, the coolness of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. How does it work, Jamie? What do I do if I want to build something with this?
Just copy it into a car, right? I guess. Just build your car around. Just stick it on the F1 car,
Jamie,
and then it's gonna work.
disappointing. Chat, how, what would you do? Chat?
They're gonna say the same thing.
Okay.
For sure. For
Just
sure
gonna
they're
restart
gonna.
this. Oh wow, 12 viewers now.
I thought we would have more because we're the same right now.
I guess not.
That's a little
No feature, no
A little
no viewers.
Feature makes all the difference, huh?
Oh. Multiple winners, one for cars and one for I
Because
mean,
then the
that's,
challenge gets complicated, right?
Yeah. Then what's that's too.
We
That's
want
too
everyone to have
complicated.
the same.
And it
thing
dilutes
to-
the value of the blessed trophy block.
Beast gets it. Pipe Update is the best addition to the game so far. It's up there. I would say it's up there.
So you're supposed to use this for a big engine. See that?
See? F1.
F1 car.
You've created a new meme.
Yikes.
Stick it on the
I
F1
wish that was it was a better meme. That was Insanity Compromise's idea for a framework for next week. Now check this one out. Hugo says
Emil,
next what?
we need to fix the description when we stream because it says Xbox launches the 22nd of March.
It did.
Yeah.
It's not a lie.
But it's out now.
Oh well, you know, it's not like people have noticed. This is Hugo's idea for
This looks good.
the frame.
I'm getting a Boston Dynamics vibe from it,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like before it even moves.
And you guessed it, Jamie. It's some kind of Chinese water buffalo or something. But the frame itself is he would call and I would call a bovine frame.
It's a traditional Chinese bovine frame.
It's a traditional Chinese bovine frame. So you just sort of
good use of the 1x1 block there
Oh.
that we do have in the game.
true.
It is available.
And jump. There it is.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And yeah, I'm bad. But okay. Feet fell off. Repair, please. Sorry. E. Oh, look. It can do this. You can do shake it for the boys.
I agree,
Shake,
Burst.
shake,
The logic
shake.
update was a really good update for Trailmakers. You should thank Peter for that update. That was a lot of Peter's work went into the
Hashtag
logic
thank you,
update.
Peter. So, guys, bovine frame challenge. Flex.
Now he's just doing yoga stretches.
There's so much you can do. Look at it.
He's wiping his butt on the ground.
They do that.
Yeah.
Flex and
Peter would appreciate that, Sangara.
it looks like a man doing push-ups.
Press AD and S. Says Hugo. This is a good entry.
Oh look.
I would kind of like to see what people could build around this.
Do you see this? He can walk backwards. He can do this.
You don't think so,
Look at
Burst? I can see people building around this.
Exactly, the downward dog yoga pose. That was what it was. This is kind of cool. I could see a lot of things being built with this.
Chat doesn't agree. They
Hey, Hightower,
like,
keep it family friendly, you know.
Oh, that reminds me of the dog he made. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, thank you, Hugo. I think that was a good entry.
That's
I
true.
approve.
It could be a little complex for most people, maybe. A good entry though, all the same.
Frozen Slushy made 4 parts for a jet. This, where am I?
What is happening?
This one is the blue one to the right.
Ah, I get it. So there's the landing gear.
There's the landing gear, and there's the missiles, and there's this thing out here is. Do you see? It's the. Maybe I should do this. So, it can do this.
Super complicated.
And this, right? And this, Q and E.
I wouldn't even know how to take this framework and build it.
You wouldn't?
I mean, look at all these parts.
You just gotta copy paste it. It's all of this is just for controlling.
Yeah, I get that, but these still need to be moved into the right position, right?
They are already in the right position.
I don't know. Is this meant to be the back fin? It just looks weird. Okay, I see it now.
Okay. Well, Bursters is pointless logic, so I don't know what to think now. There's also this, maybe a bit simpler for you, Jimmy. Oh.
This is more my kind of stuff.
This is more you. E and Q.
Stick it on the jet.
Stick it on the F1. These are.
I think this died.
What? It might have. Let loose. Perfect.
Just works.
Missiles.
And they were never seen again.
They were never heard from again. And of course, landing gear, as you can see here. And up. And on. Come on. Yikes.
I think that wheel got stuck.
So that's it. That's Frozen Slushy's sort of parts for a jet.
Yeah. It's cool.
Fox, you need to use Mixer instead if you want your James to land on time. Mixer's much faster. Yeah. Let's see. This one. Fox. Tough off-road framework. No seat.
No Batman.
No engines. Little Batman. Kind of Batman. Who reads Mixer chat?
We read it.
We read it. You know? We read
Unless
it.
people are talking in mix right now, we're not getting.
It doesn't show up on over there. Wait, over there. It doesn't show up over there, but it does. You know, it gets seen. That's better. Yeah. Be back. So
imagine if streaming on Steam was actually good.
It'll never be good. So this is what Foxplace suggests for the framework for next week. If you want to build something with this, I can see one. No, it's just supposed to put like wheels in here, I guess, and a seat somewhere, and it has the suspension basis is what is already built, and I guess sort of aerodynamic profile.
Yeah, you could kind of do whatever you wanted with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty open,
You can use it
which
for
is a
lot of
good
stuff.
thing. Good
Yeah.
thing. We don't want a challenge where we get like 20 of the same things.
No,
Really.
no, I think
That
that's
would be a bit boring.
what's gonna be hard when picking a winner.
Bat tank. Yeah. Totally
sure,
make a
for
bat
sure.
tank.
Ish made this spaceship framework.
Chrono has I'm pretty sure he spoke about it in general. So go and find the message. There's no reason for us to talk about it on stream. About why Straybound was banned.
Oh, that's weird. So yeah, this is Ish's spaceship framework. There's a lot of logic going on here, Jimmy. Not sure exactly what's happening.
ask your Discord and somebody will link it.
So you activate the gimbals with space, and then
What is all the different colors about?
I don't
Is that-
think there's a.
Is there a reason, or
there might be some kind of color coding going on, but I don't really think so.
no? I think there is. Like
There is?
this logic is for this thruster, right?
True.
This one is for the
Uh-huh.
that kind
Okay,
of thing.
yeah,
So yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Toggle seat air control.
Stick it on your phone car.
Oh my god. Please. So it can hover in the air.
Pretty nice hovering, right?
You could use this as a framework. Hashtag gimbals are bad. Hashtag not my framework. Wow. A lot of hating going on.
Why the hate?
Why the
Is
hate?
Is it the gimbals? Toggle the SE control.
Why?
I'm just that Hugo is saying toggle the SE control.
Why? Why?
What?
Why though? Why? Stops the rolling? Okay. Okay.
You don't play your own game?
What game? This is not my game. You know that. Ah, yes.
Still rolling a little bit, right?
Still, but I mean, not as
Gimbal
much.
endgame. The thing is, you guys complain about the gimbals so much, but I bet if we took them out of the game, you would hate us.
You would be so mad. There would be an outcry, and then we could spend half a year on putting them back in and call it content. Right? I think this could be a great framework, but if you guys don't like it, I mean, I'm not gonna go. I think Ash had some good ideas here. Spaceship challenge for next week. Anyway, let's move on.
Guys, if you don't like the gimbals, just don't use them.
Wow.
Right?
Man, wow. That's not how it works.
How is that not?
If you don't
That's
like
totally
capitalism, then just don't use it. You
Yeah,
know?
don't take part in it. Simple.
Eric King made this framework. It's for a 45-degree car. So if you ever had trouble building a 45-degree car,
Is the sound of the gimbals like seriously your biggest issue with them? Because I can totally tell our sound guy that, and he can make a new sound for them.
you would
maybe.
be happy to.
Yeah, he would love to do that. I think.
See, there it is, Hugo. I mean, ultimately, right? You can complain about stuff while still using it.
No, he's 9. He's like, nope.
No, you can't. No. Jay Lindskov is the sound guy. Just
So if you have any sound requests, he is your
requests,
guy.
there he is. You have complaints. Like,
Oh, we got a new follower on Mixer.
thanks for following Digital Digor. Here we go. Made it. Darn. Okay. So if you think Era King's 45-degree framework and a 45-degree challenge is next week's weekly challenge, and this is your.
It's interesting. It's a little different. A little different. Wow, I didn't realize you guys hated the sound of the gimbals so much. It's the first time hearing of this.
First time.
I thought it was just the functionality of them that you didn't like.
Here it is. DJ Burb's 360's large aerodynamic chassis. You can use this to build anything from a hovercraft, a car,
This looks
hydrofoil,
cool. This looks cool. Right?
jet plane, anything you can imagine.
F1 car.
Sure. Helicopter. Give it a go.
It looks good. It's a nice design.
Very great aerodynamics going on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at those green arrows.
Just ignore those red
Ignore
ones.
the red
You
ones.
Cover those up.
You can cover those up. It's just a frame. But this.
Put it on the F1 car.
No, I'm not gonna get baited. So DJ Burb's entry. Also a serious contender, I think. Right?
Kronos says he's gonna make a hydrofoil. Even if it doesn't win, he's gonna take it and make a hydrofoil.
Good. You should.
That would make a good Batmobile as well, actually, Fox. That's right.
Now,
This is Dino.
Dino says, no. What we're building next week is
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs, believe it or not. So he made a sauropod base.
I like it.
I like it.
Is it really that expandable though?
Sure.
Like, I see room
Long
for the
neck,
for the,
short
for
neck,
the neck and the head,
different
and the tail,
colors.
but yeah, okay, I can see that.
You can put a F1 car on top of it. I mean, we're
Please
gonna,
put the F1
please,
car on top.
No.
Please, no.
Oh, we're gonna get so many dumb entries next week.
Where is the F1 car, Emil?
All the way to the left, Jamie. There. Oh, you guys are the worst.
Perfect. There you go.
Alright. Right. Still, bring this to the Nuremberg ring.
I love it. It's great.
It's dumb.
What is this dinosaur called, Dino Master? It's gotta have a name, right?
The one with the Formula
Yeah.
Formula 1 on the top of it? Formula 8. I don't think so. I think this one extinct.
The F1osaurus.
F1osaurus. Speedosaurus?
F1osaurus.
Formulasaurus? So if you think the four-legged walker that
If that
Dino
wins,
Master,
we're gonna get so many like entries with just the cast on top.
Oh, please don't. Please spare us. Last entry for the day is 0D. He made this engine.
Just an engine, okay.
It's just an engine. He says.
Is that really
put
framework
this.
though?
I guess it's just it's a raw engine and some pipes.
It was good. It was good.
It does. But Chad, I'm sure you already made up your mind.
Thank you for buying the game, Dilla. A really good tip is to join our Discord. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can find pretty much everything you need on there. If you want to find the people to play with, or a blueprint, or help with a build, that's the best place to go.
If you want to suggest a new feature or
that as
have
well.
a bug to report, that's also the place to go. And it's where we announce the next week's challenge and then ones to come. It's where we announce testing phases of new content and just all sorts of things. So discord.gg/trailmakers. I recommend it.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them, Jimmy.
It's a tough week. We had a lot of good entries. Soon, Digital Daigo. We're working really hard on the Xbox multiplayer right now. We had some really good tests, positive tests today.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to give you a date yet because we don't want to disappoint you, but hopefully within a month or two.
Yeah.
If you look at the screen in the background, you'll see a little sneak peek. But yeah, things are going well. So.
All right, it's time to figure out a winner. Jamie, are you more in the camp of walkers, helicopters, planes, or cars?
I did have a favorite. I need to look at the blueprints again to remind myself what it was because we had so many entries.
Jamie, you're gonna look over here for the blueprints. I'm gonna scroll here for the players.
What was everyone else's favorites this week?
If you submitted something after 1 p.m., I'm afraid it didn't get submitted in the site, but that was past the deadline.
I really liked Makes
Makes? Me too.
wheel transform thing.
This one.
That was a good one.
Mhm.
I enjoyed that.
Me too.
Zangara's Walker I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Dino's Walker was good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is Makes. We got Sangara's Walker. It was this one, four-legged walker, to as a framework.
The truck was good. The semi, I think.
Soul
And
Reapers.
Soul Reapers as well. Soul Reapers was that was the one I
this
was thinking
one.
of. Soul Reapers was my favorite, I think.
Okay.
The only thing that makes me not want it to win is maybe it's a little bit too complex for some people.
Mm-hmm. It might be. Tails. Sangara says Tails Gamer's wingsuit, which would be this one.
Which one was that? That was good as well. Worked really well sticking it on the F1 car.
Soul Reaper's frame. Got another vote from Fox Place. You said you think. You said you think you forgot. No, we didn't forget it. It's okay if it's too complex for me.
Too
as long
complex.
as it's not too
We're
complex
just thinking
for
if like people are new to the game or relatively new, then it might be a little bit.
you. It might be.
It's a tough choice this week, I think.
It is.
Actually,
I don't think we can. I don't think we have it. Have a clue, Jamie. Here are my favorites.
What was your favorite?
Okay, here are the ones I liked. Like my top, whatever. Sangaras and the wings here were good, and Soul Reapers. And I mean, some of these were like had some very simple stuff that you could put on almost anything.
Yeah, I really like the first person seat as well. That was a good one.
It was good. You could use it for a lot of things, right? The underwater missiles also great. Makes very nice, and I think the helicopter one.
Yeah, the helicopter was good.
From Kronos.
The truck base was good. I really like that one actually. Who was it who made that one?
It's okay if you won before. You can
Shark
win again
Pumpkin.
this week because we just want whatever we think will make the best challenge next week. I mean, I think Hugo's bovine thing is, but it might be too hard to build something.
I enjoyed that one too.
Too hard to build something with.
We show this one?
Yeah, the Insanity Compromises.
Oh yeah, the
big engine.
Yeah.
I even think it could be fun just to have like a chassis like this because you could build so much different stuff with it. And
maybe, but I
just,
still think we're gonna get a lot of the same thing, right?
we might.
Where it's just like, oh, here's a hydrofoil, here's a race car.
Yeah, maybe.
Dinos was good. That's a tough one. Straw poll maybe.
Straw poll?
Straw poll. Straw poll.
Should we set up a straw poll? Could do that.
What do you think about the truck? The truck from Shock to Pumpkin.
The truck from Shock
Yeah.
Pumpkin. Oh yeah, the truck chassis,
I thought that
the
was
brown
good.
one.
I thought
Yeah,
that was a good one.
it was. But so was like the bus, from Karate Cat. I think there are too many good ones, and especially on a week where anyone who's won before can win again, it's especially hard.
So the question is, which one do you think is going to make the best entries for next week's stream? That's the question, right?
It is. What can be used to build the most different stuff, where it's not just gonna be, 40 helicopters with
A lot of people
Kronos.
like saying Soul Reaper.
Soul Reapers. Soul Reapers is very customizable.
I liked it. I thought it was a good one.
It was. Burst says the auto balancing hover ship.
You guys are not making this easy for us. Can you not just like all say the same thing?
Can you just agree to something? Jamie and us, we're just gonna sit here until you guys agree on something. I think it's been it hasn't been that long since we had a Walker challenge, so that's why we probably maybe should skip that.
Soul Reaper is willing to make a video about how it works.
Of course he is.
It's tough. It's tough for me.
It is.
Tough.
So.
I think I have to go with my gut and my heart.
And what's that?
And that says Soul Reaper.
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
That's my choice.
That's your choice. Well then, Jamie, I'm gonna respect that because
Oh,
it's not like
so
I have.
you're gonna put the blame on me?
So I can put the blame on you.
Are you not done yet?
No,
it's a long stream.
It's too hard.
Do you want to stream for a while, Peter?
Why?
We can't decide
The
which
people
ones
are
we
missing
win.
you,
Are people missing?
and they want to say thank you for the logic update.
For the logic? Oh, they want to say thank you for this. I did do that.
You did most.
Peter, I
of it.
think we're gonna let this one win.
That's Soul Reapers, right? I think that's pretty cool too. It gives a lot of options, but it's also it's complex, right?
It is.
Which may introduce new people to some cooler features, which means we'll get better entries.
I think that
In
it's
2
okay
weeks.
if it's complicated because it's built for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I just figured out who Sharox is. It's Lucas. Yes, thank you, Sharox, for the workshop update as well.
Wow.
Obviously.
No, Lucas. Thank me for the gallery update on the Xbox.
So let's give it to.
In that case, Shyrox, can we please get an update for the workshop so it's good?
Please.
So it works as intended.
Can we get something that's better, please?
Bug fixes. Soul Reaper wins.
Again, yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Soul
Soul
Reaper. Yeah, but anyone can win again this week because we just wanted the best one, Pierre.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
So now
It's a good one,
the
right?
big
yeah,
challenge
we just need to
here.
write it somewhere so that when we get those potato on a stick blocks, then we can give it to everyone. But everyone but Cat, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So and Peter's gonna help me put this blueprint on the gallery on the Xbox, so our
M&S.
Xbox players can also use this for next
I
week's
will make
challenge.
sure everyone can get it.
M&S is really happy that the Netherlands have won
Again, like they needed it.
I'm not sure how that works.
So Reaper will start
How
on a
did
video.
the Netherlands win? It was
'Cause
Soul Reaper.
is
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he
He did not
he's
compete as
he's a Dutchie, so
he
he took home a victory for.
This is what Soul
the
Reaper
Netherlands.
built with
Yeah, I
his
saw that one. I thought it was
framework.
pretty cool.
Pretty good. All right, that's it. We've
It's
streamed
been
too
a-
long.
it's-
I
it's a
mean,
big
we're
stream.
tired now. Gotta go. I gotta go.
Need to tell them about the sale and
Oh.
positive reviews and
Update
Update coming soon and all that
33%
stuff.
off on Steam right now. On
Peter's
for
stream,
Trailmakers.
obviously.
Follow me on Twitch.
Follow Peter on
Pequeños
Twitch.
Zero.
Don't follow him on Twitch. He doesn't need to be a Twitch star. He earns enough money already.
we already gave you leaks, mate. So many leaks in this stream again.
Remember to get the game for your friends because it's super cheap right now, and leave a review.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys and girls,
Yeah, of course. Thank you, everyone.
and non-binary and stuff. Everyone.
We gave you leaks, Hugo. How many more leaks
No more
do you
leaks.
want?
No more leaks. We gotta save something
Yeah,
for next
we need-
Friday.
We gotta save surprises.
We
What?
will. Friday? Are you taking Friday off?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I'm here. You're here, right?
Are you here, Peter?
I'm not here.
Next Friday?
No.
You're not here?
Then you gotta be here.
I'm off on next Friday.
What if you get a chance to stream?
That depends on when I get to stream.
We'll heard a little game called Trailmakers. Okay, so we'll see you guys next week. I'll post the date.
What's Mike saying? Yeah, we haven't shown leaks. We've talked about leaks.
Oh my god.
It's too soon to show you expiration.
We out. I can't do this anymore. See you guys next time.
Bye.